Hello, everyone, and welcome to the SD channel, aka Spiritual Desires, for we are always spiritually led to our utmost desires. Thank you so much for tuning in today's episode. Today, we are doing a collective love reading for all zodiac signs. For all zodiac signs are welcome here in this safe space, okay? Always keep in mind that these readings are for entertainment purposes, uses only, so some things will resonate and some things may not. However, leave what does, or let me repeat that, take what does, and of course, leave what doesn't, okay? But if you are interested in a personal reading or any other personal services, please look in my description box below. If there in the description box is my mentor's information, and she can assist you with any of those types of services that you may need, okay? All right, well, without further ado, since we have given the opener, let's go ahead and get into your love reading. Thank you, Spirit, for being with us in today's collective love reading. Spirit, thank you so much for your messages in today's love reading. What messages would you like for the collective to know when it comes to love? Spirit, what messages would you like for the collective to know when it comes to love? All right, so the first card we have out here, it says, not today. All right. Boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. All right. So, collective, if you are experiencing a romantic situation where you are either trying to block someone out, or maybe you are still holding on to some difficulties from a past love experience, I feel like right now you are not really ready to release those kind of built up feelings and emotions that you're feeling for this person. So maybe that's something that you need to work on, collective. Maybe you are needing to heal from a painful situation. And I understand that sometimes you don't want to go through the grieving process of losing a romantic partner, especially when it ended possibly in a toxic way. But my advice to that would be figure out a way to retract your energy from those, from those difficult moments, okay? Because it appears as though you are still holding on to something, and holding on to that pain is only going to hinder your progress from moving on from this person, all right? So the next card you have out here, it says cut down. All right, cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. So again, just piggybacking off of the not today card. I cannot talk today. But yeah, so like I said, with the not today card, you are just not trying to deal with somebody. Okay, maybe you are needing time to do some self healing. Again, maybe you are still holding on to an attachment from an ex. Maybe you and this person just did not end on good terms, and these emotions that you are still carrying around are holding you back from moving on. Okay, so I would say try to release those emotions, try to let go of those hurtful feelings that you are still holding on to, so that you can move forward. If you know that you and this person no longer are on the same vibration and that this relationship is over, it doesn't really make sense, or it doesn't behoove you to keep holding on to the things that didn't work. All right. So don't let those feelings weigh you down, because you can move forward and you can move in a better direction. And as you release this person, then you attract in the right type of love for you. Okay. So let go of the pain, let go of the heartache, and know that love will come around as soon as you can release the toxicity of this ex. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective when it comes to love? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective when it comes to love? Spirit, what love messages do you have for us? Spirit, what love messages do you have for us? Mm, mm. Anything else there? Anything else? Okay. All right. The next card you have out here is the snake card. Okay. It says competition and enemy. The other woman looking over your shoulder. Yeah, looking over your shoulder. Okay, so you could have someone in your energy that's honestly coming for you. Okay, so if maybe you were dealing with someone that was still tied to their ex, and that person is needing to release their ex in order to be with you, or you have an ex that is still holding on to you and they are still in your energy and you are needing to energetically cut ties with them, okay? Because some kind of way, if they are still in your energy and you know that they are not good for you, um, ultimately that is just kind of like a heavy cloud that's following you around, all right? And you are needing to release that so that you can cut out the toxicity that is still holding on to you. Okay? And then the next card you have out is seduction. All right. It says attraction, teasing, hooking up and dates, third party, and temptation. All right. So clearly someone is trying to tempt you. Someone is trying to draw you in, possibly through sex or through some type of tempting offer that they know is hard for you to say no to. Okay. So I really do believe that you have been dealing with somebody that you are trying to move on from, but some kind of way they keep creeping into your energy and they feel as though they have some type of hold on you. And they know that, especially if you are a sexual kind of like deviant type person, that if they were to offer you something, or like if they were to offer sex to you, you will accept it, and that is how they can continue to hold on to you. That is how they keep power over you. Okay, so yeah, I would just say again, if you know that somebody that you are trying to release has been constantly trying to draw you back in, you may have to do something drastic to get over this person or to get rid of this person. Okay, if you have to change your number, do so. I know that doing something like that can seem extreme, but sometimes you do have to take extreme measures to get rid of people. Okay, so if this person too has been doing something that is really unhinged, if you need to get, like if you need to go to the authorities, maybe get uh I don't know, like whatever. Just if you need to get the cops or whatever involved, please do so. Go file a police report. Do whatever is necessary to keep this person away from you. All right. And again, don't be drawn in because they dangle something in front of you that you typically are attracted to. Okay. You are going to have to know that that is the devil trying to tempt you. Okay. So even if you and this person sexually, you all typically are like getting it in all the time, like yes, maybe you are attracted to them in that way, or you have been in the past, but you're going to have to know that that is just their way of tempting you. Okay, so be smart when it comes to how you move when you're dealing with this person. And like I said, if you are needing to take extreme measures to keep this person away from you, do whatever you can within your will to let this person go. All right. Now, at the bottom of the deck here, you have coffin. So I do believe that you are going to do so. I do believe that you are doing whatever you can to end this connection. Okay. It says new beginnings, liberation, reborn and transition, tragic endings. All right. Let's hope that it doesn't necessarily end in the worst way possible. But at the end of the day, I do see that you are going to get to a point where you can release this person, you can release their energy, And you will no longer have to deal with this person ever again if that is, if that's how you want to move forward. All right. Now, if you do have kids with this person, um, yes, you may still have to have some form of communication with them for the sake of the kids, but I do still see that there's a healthy way you can do that. All right. It still doesn't have to be, um, like it still doesn't have to be a lot of negativity in this connection. You all can figure out a way just to get along for the kids and understand that every dealing that you have with this person, it is all about the kids and nothing else. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Mm, mm. Spirit, what love messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what love messages do you have for the collective? Thank you so much, Spirit, for your guidance. Thank you so much, Spirit, for the help and the support that you give us in these readings. All right, so the first card you have out here, it says attraction. Now, it acted as though it wanted to come out in reverse. However, I don't read these cards in reverse. But let me read it first. It says, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, okay? I honestly believe that this person is just still attracted to you. I don't really feel, collective, that you have any interest in this person. I really do feel as though you're hoping that in some way, form, shape, form, or fashion, that this person finds someone else to bother, someone else to latch on to. Just honestly, you're just hoping that this person figures out a way to move on. Okay. I honestly don't really feel as though you have any interest in this person anymore. I feel as though whatever chemistry the two of you had, that has long died out, and you are now just trying to move forward, whether that's with someone else or that's just move forward in your own path, right? Like just being able to live a life without this person bothering you. It's honestly what I feel as though you truly want. You just want this person to leave you alone. Let's see, what else do we have here? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? All right, so the card you have out here, it says worth waiting for. All right. Divine timing is at work in your life. Okay. Honestly, with that card, I feel as though you've just been taking your time. Taking your time when it comes to getting away from this person. Maybe you have been trying to plan an exit strategy, and you know that you kind of have to be very meticulous with how you move. So maybe you have been taking the necessary steps to let go of this person or to figure out a way to get rid of this person. I just feel as though you're needing to be patient with the process, and you know that at the right time, when you're able to kind of pull that cord, you will do so. But you're trying to be quiet for sure with the changes that you're making in your life, because whatever these changes are, it's going to help you rid yourself of this person. Okay. You are going to figure out a way to move on. Now, whether they themselves can, you know, with their feelings move on from you, that's another story. But you yourself are physically figuring out a way to cut this person out of your life and to separate the two of you. You're just being cautious, that's all. Because I think you know that if this person were to find out your plans ahead of time, they would ruin it. Okay, so maybe you and this person live together and you are needing to get you a place first before you can just fully walk away from this connection, because maybe financially speaking, or just for the safety of yourself, it is currently more comfortable to kind of keep this person in your corner than to just kind of like pull the rug from underneath them and it possibly hurt you as you're trying to move on. Okay, so if you need to get a place first, if you need to get your money in order first, if you need to get some contractual agreements out of the way first, you are doing what's necessary for you to just again cut these ties with this person. Okay, Spirit, what other messages do you have? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? Okay. You have the retreat card. It says it's time to disconnect from the world. All right. So again, you are doing what's needed. All right. You are taking time for yourself. You're figuring out a way to get some time away from this connection, from whatever or whoever this person is that is constantly trying to draw you back in. I do feel as though, again, you know how this person is. You know that this person will try to stop you at, at any turn if they knew that you were figuring out a way to pretty much just dispose of them. All right, because that's honestly what you're going to end up doing. You are going to dispose of this person in their toxic ways. They are not conducive to your lifestyle, to your happiness, to your peace. Not only are they not conducive to it, they are trying to manipulate you into not having the happiness that you ultimately are going after. Okay, they are going to do everything that they can to keep you tied to them, but you're figuring out a way through the madness. Okay, so keep doing that. If you know that it is going to require some time for everything to come together, then take your time. Okay, do whatever feels right for you, but ultimately just don't stop, regardless of what this person says to you, regardless of what this person does to try to reel you back in. Don't stop. Don't let the devil creep in. Okay, because that's exactly what he's going to try to do. He is using this person to try to keep you stuck. Spirit, one more card. What other messages do you have for the collective, Spirit? What else do you have for the collective? One more card, Spirit, please. What other messages do you have, Spirit? I hate pulling the cards. I really they jump. Come on, Spirit. Thank you so much for your understanding, guidance, and support in today's reading, Lord. What messages do you have for the collective? Okay. Looks like I'm going to have to pull. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. Oh, now there's more cards coming out. Okay. All right. I just wanted one more. Okay, you have a few more cards that actually came out. So you have religious factors. All right. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, so honestly, with this card, I just feel as though this person is trying to use religious means to keep you stuck. Okay, maybe you are one that's very strong in your faith. Maybe you are just one that grew up with a specific like objective in mind when it came to how you are supposed to live your life, and you have always stuck, right, to that way of thinking or that way of living. And this person knows that they can use that to kind of make you feel bad, right? So let's just say you all have kids with each other. And they know that you being in your child's life is very important to you, and that there's nothing you won't do to make sure that you have a relationship with your children. And so they will use the child as a tactic to try to get even with you, get back with you, or again, just keep you stuck with them. Whether it's them threatening to put you on child support, whether it's them threatening to do something that can get authorities involved that will kind of cause you to limit the time in which you can spend with your kids, something of that nature. You get what I mean? So, of course, your morals, because you want to be there for your child, you are now going to feel kind of restricted in what you can do when it comes to ridding yourself of this person, because they are trying to use the child as a way to get back to you, right? Like as a way to get back even with you. Okay, so again, God is on your side with everything. Okay, nobody can come in and use manipulating tactics to stop you from progressing in your life. Yes, they may make it harder for you, and yes, they may try to throw a wrench in your plans. And again, I think you know that. I think you are already very aware that this person is like that this person tries to manipulate their way in your life. Okay, so just know again that that is the devil trying to use this person to restrict you. Don't let that be the case. Keep praying about anything and everything that you need. God is always going to give you the necessary tools that you need to move forward. All right. So this person can't use anything to get under you. All right. So the next card you have out here, it says express your love. It says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay. So if you have somebody else in mind that you are starting to vibe with, if there is someone that you are becoming more attracted to, even though you are still trying to get out or get rid of a ex situation, it's okay for you to still put yourself out there, right? So if you've met somebody along your journey that you are really, feeling, you don't have to be scared to invest time and effort into this new relationship, because you are still trying to, balance things out with this past person. Who knows? Maybe this new lover can even help open your eyes up to the changes. Maybe this new person can help you get things in order so that you can finally release your ex. All right. So just be open and honest about your feelings. It's okay to tell a person you like them if you really do like them. Even if you think that the timing isn't right, you can still express yourself. And if, it takes time for a new connection to, break out, that's okay. Take time with everything. Take time with figuring whatever it is out for yourself that you are trying to attract in, all right? Last card you have here, it says, let your friends help you. Isn't that pretty much what I just said? It says, ask for and accept support from others. Okay, so like I said, maybe this new person, once you, open up yourself to them and explain to them what you may be dealing with your ex-lover, they can help you figure out a path forward that's going to get you out of this stuck situation that you are in with your ex. Okay, whoever this person is that you are interested in, I do feel as though they they are wanting to see you thrive. They are wanting to see you do better. Okay, so whether it is a friend or whether it is a romantic situation, it could even be family. Like whoever your family is, whether it's a sibling, a cousin, an uncle, an aunt, a grandmother, grandfather, whoever, right? Like they don't want to see your life go downhill because of this other person that's trying to keep you stuck, all right? Maybe they know it has been hard for you to release this person. And they're saying, hey, let me come in and help you, whether that's emotionally, whether that's financially. Maybe they can even offer you a place to stay if you're staying with this person and you don't yet know like where you would stay if you were to leave this relationship. So let your friends know what you're going through. Because the right friend wants to help you. The right friend wants to see you relinquish anything that has been holding you back. Okay. All right. I got a split deck, but at the bottom of the deck you got honeymoon, and it says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And then you also have at the bottom of the deck the trust card. All right. See that? Okay. It says this situation is calling for you to have faith. All right. So trust in divine timing and know that even with the honeymoon card and with the express your love card, you have somebody that wants to help you get away. Honestly, there's somebody that wants to help you move on. Okay. So even if they just want to help you relax for a weekend and get your mind off of the stress, take a mini vacation if you can. That's going to help you continue to figure out your plans. All right. But you need to be in a relaxed state in order for your judgment, in order for you to make wise decisions. All right. So that is what I have for y'all when it comes to today's love reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, and I hope that you are able to figure out the right way forward. All right. But just always again keep in mind that God is going to steer you in the right direction. Nobody can stop God from giving you what it is that He wants you to have. And He will close any door that is not meant for you to walk through. All right. So God's rejection is God's protection. Always keep that in mind. All right. All right, y'all. Well, I love you all. Thank you for tuning in today. And I hope I see you in the next one. Until then, be safe, be blessed, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Bye.